Nick Wilson here with Terry Brown after the 4-1 win at home to Slough. Terry, can you sum that one up for us?
Well, could you just repeat that, please? I never quite heard that.
Sorry, could you sum up that win for us?
I meant the 4-1 bit. An absolutely brilliant day for the club and for the players. Slough come here rightly topping the league with only conceding 6 goals all season in the league, and to bang 4 past them even though they had 10 men second half was beyond my wildest dreams. I felt there was nothing to choose between the two sides in the first half, although I thought our shape meant it was too congested in midfield and there was too many bodies in there, so it was a bit unfortunate for Richie, who was playing all right. I had to get Richie out and we got Marcus on and pushed Nano forward, which gave us much more width, and I felt that's what we needed, and we got behind them several times, especially down this right hand side where we caused them all sorts of problems. I thought obviously you'd have to say the sending off had a bearing on the game. It was 1-1 at the time. I didn't see it was a lot different tackle to some of the tackles that had gone in there where people had slid in. The main difference was the trajectory of Sam up in the air, where he's catapulted up in the air, and the refs probably thought that was really dangerous. There are days when you don't have any of the rub of the green. We had the rub of the green today. Thought the penalty was one that you like to get, and if it goes against you, you don't like to get it.
Speaking of penalty, 2 goals for Aaron Jarvis. It's going to be a big boost for him.
Oh yeah, fantastic. I must admit I was a bit nervous when he was taking the pen, but he struck it beautifully. Got the first goal, which, and again, I think we spoke during the Weymouth game about the timing of goals being so crucial. And if I look at the timing today, we came out second half full of effort, full of endeavour, but got a goal after 2 minutes from a quickly taken corner. Everything went right for us today. We'll enjoy today. We won't read into it anything other than I think we went to Dunstable and won when they were second, and then got beat by Weymouth 3-0. So we've got 2 really difficult games coming up, and there'll be different games to this at home. I'm really pleased today that we played our football. Some of the fans behind me are quite really amusing, in as much as when you're passing the ball around, keeping possession, they're going ballistic, and I'm thinking, this is what we work at, this is what we try and do, and it's get rid of it. I think, and I understand that, because anywhere near your own half you're a bit reluctant to play, but trust in the boys. They will make mistakes, and there will be times when the crowd will be right. Maybe we should have oofed it up the park, but this is what the whole project is about. It's about passing and playing football. It's not about route on football.
Yeah, and big for Aaron Redford to score as well, so now injured, to come in and get a goal.
If I look at the side, one of the things that pleases me both about today is my bench. I was able to get Aaron Redford on for 5 minutes, who scored a beautiful goal. I've got Matty on the bench, who's probably a week away from being fit. You know, Matt Partridge, best centre mid, best centre half in the league, so I've got him to come back in. I've got George on the bench, who you know can change a game. I've got Aaron Jarvis, who's hit the net, you know, regular now, and starting to hit the net. And I've got Ramon, who looked brilliant. I've got lots of people coming back now, and I kept thinking we'd have to get a break sooner or later, and we certainly had some breaks today.
Yeah, you mentioned a bit about the first half very different to the second half. What did you say at half time? Is it about tactical changes, or?
Yeah, it was nothing to do. It was nothing to do with work rate or effort or anything. And it's not as if Richie wasn't doing well. One thing Slough do very well is pressure and congest midfield, and they seem to have more bodies in the midfield than you. So we had to spread it out, and just by pushing Nano up front and saying, okay, get it in behind, and then they can't press so many people in midfield. So I'd say that worked, but it worked in consideration with we scored after about 2 minutes, didn't we? So then it's a different complexion in the game. Then they have someone sent off. So like I say, we beat Dunstable and then we're awful after that, and we still got the capacity to be awful, trust me.
So, massive result. Do you think that raises expectations either for fans or for yourself?
I hope it raises expectations within the players and a group as a whole. We've played Dunstable, we've played these. You know, on the day, Itchen looked fantastic. On the day, Weymouth looked fantastic. Merthyr looked fantastic. We've got miles and miles to go, this team. But it's got youth on its side. And if we're patient with our expectation, then I think we've got some exciting times ahead.
Yeah, and just finally, tough run of games with Slough being top of the league and Leamington and Chippenham both up there as well. Do you think now you can go and really take the game to both those two teams coming up?
I think we have to play our game. We're not very good sitting on anything anyway. We're not brilliant, as in we'll soak up pressure and beat you. We just play our game, which is trying to play as much football as we can and as much football as you're allowed, because some of the every club you're at, the supporters say we're better against the top teams than we are the bottom. That's how every fan perceives his club to be. What the difference is that the lower down teams come and just don't get out their box, and then they say break us down. Like today, credit to Slough, they were still going forward and we were able to exploit the spaces behind.
All right, thanks a lot, Terry. Well done.
Thank you.